So it's time now for sports. Here is Emmanuel Abojiria Faye bringing us the very latest as usual. Hi, Emmanuel. I'm great, and you?
Fine, thank you.
I know we haven't had time to really talk about money over the past few days or so, but I'm hearing something about ADB in the news.
Yes, the board of ADB has now affirmed that truly the MD for the company, Stephen Poch, is actually resigning, and that it will never in any way affect the company's IPO on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
Okay, right. That's interesting.
All right, so welcome to Joy Business, and the board of ADB is insisting that the decision of its MD Stephen Poji to resign will not affect an ongoing initial public offering. Some investment analysts, including investment lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Lord Mensah, have all predicted that MD's action will affect the ongoing initial public offering. But in a sharp response, a source close to the board says this cannot be accurate. The following Business Desk has more on some information picked up at the interim board management meeting.
The board maintains that all the necessary structures have been put in place. Therefore, the exit of one individual will not affect the process. Joy Business is also learning from the board that the bank, through the lead managers of the offer, IC Securities, have also been able to secure the necessary commitment for investments. Therefore, are looking forward to a very successful public offering. The board, however, admits there could be some challenges in its attempt to market the offer to retail investors. ADB is hoping to end its initial public offering on February 26 and possibly list on the Ghana Stock Exchange on the 23rd of March if the offer is successful. Joy Business sources indicate that ADB is planning to raise a little over 200 million Ghana cedis through the offer.
Well, so earlier, an investment and finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Lord Mensah, had stated that the IPO will suffer because of the MD's action. He outlined some proposals on what could be done to avert this.
Joy Business is learning that Mr. Poji's decision not to seek an extension of his contract, which ends on January 31, was because of how the whole issue about his contract was handled by the board. For some analysts, the affair has been influenced by the fact that Mr. Poji is said to have played a key role in the IPO launch. Therefore, his absence might affect the whole process. Mr. Poji, in a letter to the investment community last Friday through the lead managers of the IPO, IC Securities, noted that, and I quote, "In view of my decision to resign, I can no longer be involved in the IPO," unquote. He is however asking all issues relating to the offer to be directed to the board secretary, Mr. James Agbato. However, some analysts hold a different view on this. This is because they believe that all the necessary structures have been put in place for the offer to be successful. Therefore, the absence of one person wouldn't be a challenge at all. According to an official notice of the bank on the ongoing IPO, which is expected to end on February 26 and possibly list on the Ghana Stock Exchange on the 23rd of March if the offer is successful. Sources close to the bank say they are planning to raise a little over 200 million Ghana cedis through the IPO.
Away from that, the Bank of Ghana has been criticized for not being proactive enough in sanitizing the microfinance industry. Responding to the central bank's latest review, microfinance expert Roderick Aye tells Joy Business the central bank is not to blame wholly.
I had a lot of reviews and analysis on this happenings, and majority of them really want to place it at the doorstep of the regulator. And I've stated the regulator has his rules to play, and they necessarily would have to play a more deeper role in this. But I would not think it is the duty of the Bank of Ghana, I say it with a lot of reservation, to necessarily do all the education when they have allowed the setting up of, associations within the space of the sector. So the associations themselves can complement the rules of the Bank of Ghana where there is gap, because the associations, as I said, are more closer to the microfinance institution and to their clients than the Bank of Ghana. Because the only channel that I can think of the Bank of Ghana may use effectively might be on radio, might be on TV, which is still targeting the people who may not matter in the affairs of microfinance. The review is needed, and I hope the review necessarily is not going to raise the bar. If I say raise the bar in terms of a capital requirement, but is necessarily going to step up monitoring, step up supervision.
Roderick Ayer is a microfinance expert, and on that note, we end this morning's edition of Business. Join me again at midday for more business updates. Keep watching.